Why would Xi Jinping do this? I mean, it's like a self-inflicted wound, right? I mean, surely he knows what is happening in the rest of the world. Everybody else is moving on. Economic activity is picking up, and whereas in China, people are being locked down in factories. There are protests now. What's he thinking? What is the strategy here?
Well, I think ultimately for him, it's about political power and control. So, since the very beginning of the pandemic, they've been telling their people, because everything in China is controlled by the party, right? So, they've been telling the people, like, oh, this virus is like the most dangerous thing, and there's almost a stigma around it. So, if you get the virus, right, you're moved to these quarantine camps that they build, and anyone in close contact to you, even though they don't have symptoms, they don't have the virus, they're also put there. So, it's all about like, this fear in the people, right? And then they've been told since the pandemic started, like, look at what the Western countries or other countries are doing. They're really dumb. They're getting it wrong. We're doing it right. And we have so few cases because, like, from our own reporting, they're not revealing the true number. There's no
Yeah,
way it's
of
at
course.
4,000, right? It's like, but they're telling their people that, right? And then they point to the numbers in like America, for instance. They're like, look, over like 500,000, like all these a million, all these cases. What a disaster. Look at how great we're doing. But 2 years later, can they suddenly tell their people, oh, sorry, we were wrong, right? It's like
Yeah.
they're not going to admit that. But within it, it's like, are you going to see maybe other sectors stepping forward when then without being silenced, right? You did have the medical journalists or just independent journalists in the beginning of the pandemic trying to sound the alarms, and then they were accused of spreading rumors, the regime's favorite line, like spreading rumors, and get sentenced and then mysteriously die. And so it's ultimately about power and control. And that's like the whole thing with the Communist Party. They're like, oh, communism, it's for the people, we care about the people, but it really isn't. But the issue is there's kind of like two layers of everything. So
Mm.
it's like, on the front end, what they tell the outside world, oh, we so care about the people. So then you have Westerners like Henry Kissinger or like Elon Musk too, or Canadian's Prime Minister Trudeau being like, wow, these communist leaders, they really do just care about the people. But then if you were actually to go to China and see what's happening, not like the acts that they show the outside people, if you actually see how the people are living,
Yeah.
they're being treated absolutely horribly. So there's that disconnect in the like two and the like hidden layers and the two levels of speech and everything. So but with the pandemic and the zero COVID, it's ultimately about control. And then it's like he's dug his stake on this hill. He just can't suddenly go back. Like that was one of his biggest things. And then in the 20th Party Congress speech, he reiterated like, oh, we're gonna wipe out COVID. Like you can't just suddenly be like, oh, sorry guys, I was wrong. We're gonna follow America. And so, it's like he's put his all of his eggs in that basket that he's
Yeah.
going to follow the zero COVID. So
Yeah. Extraordinary.